Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.
What are you doing this weekend?
I am not sure. What are you doing?
I was thinking of maybe taking a drive to the beach.
That sounds like a great idea.
Would you be interested in joining me?
Sure. I would love to go with you. When would you be leaving?
I thought that we could leave around 8.
That would give us plenty of time to explore. Did you know that there is a music festival on the beach in Santa Barbara?
That was part of my plan.
Well then, I'll see you on Saturday. Thanks for asking me to go with you. Our national economy is increasing hand over fist.
That's really a good phenomenon to see.
I hope it'll continue for a long time. She is so beautiful, isn't she?
Who?
Julia Roberts.
Yeah, she is so charming. I like her, too.
It's said that her new movie is going to come out.
What's the movie about?
I'm not sure.
Isn't it silly to see a movie that you know nothing about?
I already told you, because Julia Roberts is in it. I like her because she is not only a great actor but also is very generous to give a lot to many kinds of charities.
Yeah, she is great. I also admire her for her concern about society.
Oh, Ralph, I heard it is very dangerous traveling in space. Disasters have happened before. If the spaceship were out of order.
You should be optimistic about this. Things have taken a good turn. You should remember that less than 2 centuries ago the dangers of train travel seemed similarly terrible.
But is it possible that travelers could be hit by meteors?
It's once in blue moon.
What do you think is the real danger man faced in space?
The main one is radiation. There are 2 sorts of radiation man must fear in space. The first is radiation from the sun, and this is particularly dangerous when the sun is very active and explosions are occurring on its surface. The second, less harmful, comes from the so-called Van Allen belts.
I am having a hard time at my job.
What's wrong, Julia?
My colleagues quickly get promotions, while I always get sidelined. I don't know what to do anymore.
Don't give up so soon.
But I don't know what else I can do. I am willing to work hard. Sometimes I make mistakes and the boss is not happy.
Mistakes are just lessons to learn from.
Tell that to my boss.
Do you know Abraham Lincoln?
Yes.
He grew up poor in Kentucky and barely had a year of schooling, but he went on to become the President of the United States.
He was also assassinated because of his views.
He is known as America's greatest president. Do you know why? Because he fought against slavery and secession at a time in history where others were too afraid to do anything. He succeeded because of his ambition and generous spirit.
Well, if he can become president, then I can at least get a promotion.
That's the spirit. Never give up on your dream. Welcome, young man. No offense, but I haven't seen you here before.
Of course, this is my first time here. My mom has a membership here. Here is the card.
Okay then. You are the younger customer here ever.
It's not so wise that you do not explore the children's market.
It's the marketing's fault, I suppose. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to become just like Bruce Lee. What should I do?
That's a long way to go, I'm afraid. First of all, you gotta grow up.
I am still young. And I'm growing every minute.
Sure. Then what about trying the treadmill or the skipping rope?
I love running. Anything else?
Please change your clothes first.
I'm perfect with my clothes. And I do not have anything else with me.
Sorry, but no jeans here.
Oh, that's the only place where jeans are not popular. I'd better just go home.
That's Greek to me.
That means they have tapered legs.
Well, mine are baggy. They're the kind of pants you can lounge around in.
Mine are, too.
So maybe we shouldn't go out after all.
Yeah, let's just lounge around.
How did you first meet Jack each other?
That is a heavy raining afternoon. I was standing under the eaves of a shop to evade the heavy rain. It's getting dark.
And then?
I was trembling in the wind when he ran to me with an umbrella in his hand and asked, "Where is your home?"
Then he sent you to your home?
Yeah.
It's a romantic meeting. I can say that a hero saves a beauty.
He joked later that I was so poor that he had a kind of impulse to protect an ant.
He is so humorous. When can we expect you and your daughter for dinner? Next Saturday?
Next Saturday? I'm sorry. I've promised to go to a Chinese opera with my daughter.
How about Sunday then?
Yes, Sunday sounds fine. What time?
Does 6:30 suit you?
It suits us fine. We'll see you then.
Thanks, goodbye. An interesting meeting, isn't it?
Yes, very. I thought the last speaker was especially good.
Let me introduce myself, by the way. My name's Thomas Bradley.
How do you do? I'm Ted Nugent.
Sorry, what was your last name again?
It's Nugent. Nugent, but just call me Ted.
Okay, I'm Tom.
Glad to meet you.
And what do you do, Ted?
Me, I'm in the car business.
Salesman?
Yes, that's right. And how about you?
I work for American Airlines.
Oh, really? What do you do there exactly?
I'm in the personnel department. I heard Tom was caught stealing something again in the supermarket.
Really? He deserves it. They should teach him a good lesson.
But the word is his brother would go bail for him. Last time it's his father who went bail for him.
Then he is really lucky.
Do you like cooking?
Yes, I do it a lot. But I don't like doing dishes. What about you? Do you like cooking and then cleaning up afterwards?
To be honest, I don't really like doing either one. I can't cook and I hate cleaning.
Suppose you have to do one of the two. Which do you prefer?
I would rather do the dishes than cook.
I prefer the absent. The way I see it, to do the dishes is boring.
Let's make a deal.
What?
I'm going to buy some vegetable and you cook.
Will you do the dishes after the meal?
Fair enough. How about going to hear a country and western singer tonight?
I'd enjoy that.
I'll pick you up around 8 o'clock.
Okay, I'll see you then.
I want to leave the motorbike outdoors.
Fine, just don't do it at night.
Why not?
The cold weather will damage the engine.
Adam, I'm sorry.
But where have you been, Alice? You're over an hour late.
Yes, but I couldn't help it. I was late getting off work for a start, and then I missed the bus. The bus I did catch got caught in a traffic jam. It was one thing after another.
But why were you getting off work so late? The office closes at 6, doesn't it?
Yes, but there's a rush on at the moment, and my boss asked me to do some urgent letters.
But didn't you tell him you had an appointment?
Well, no, I thought I'd finish in about 5 minutes, and I didn't want to be difficult about just a few minutes. If it hadn't been for missing the bus in the traffic, I wouldn't have been so late. I'm sorry.
Well, you're here, and that's the main thing.
Now, darling, I know that we've bought this house together, but it's just going to be far too expensive to decorate it. I think we should sell it.
Oh, no, Nathan. I really think we've bought this flat at the right time, you know. Market prices are going to go up, and I think you'll find in a year or two it will be worth a lot more.
But we're going to spend so much money in furnishing and decorating. I think we could get a much cheaper place that's already furnished.
But don't you like this place? I remember when we came to see it we thought it would be lovely.
Well, only you liked it really, darling.
Oh, why didn't you say so then? But I still think we've made a good buy.
Annie, what is troubling you? You look unhappy.
A man is pursuing me. He was my schoolmate in college, and he has been carrying a torch for me for 3 years.
Do you like him?
Yes, I do like him.
Then why are you hesitating?
You know that I have had a series of miserable relationships. Last summer, I fell in love with John. But the romance blossomed for 6 or 7 weeks, and then wilted.
One love drives out another. You shouldn't be afraid to start a new relationship.
Maybe you are right.
When do you usually go to the movies?
I usually go in my free time on the weekends. How about you?
The movie theater is always so crowded on the weekends. I like to go to the movies during the week.
That's true. And sometimes the tickets are cheaper during the week as well.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.